10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
And hosting tonight, in the orange corner, we have Dweep Kabadia. And in the other orange corner, we have Jessica Hopkins.
Hey everyone! Welcome to the 2020 Velocity Innovation Challenge Prizegiving. My name is Dweep.
Talofa Lava, I'm Jess, and we're so excited to have you all here for our very first virtual prize giving.
2020 has brought significant challenges, but us students have continued to persevere during these times. We've all worked hard. We've all stayed at home.
And we've all procrastinated.
But the challenges we face this year also provide new opportunities for great ideas to emerge.
Absolutely, and the ideas you've submitted have the potential to change the world. We are so impressed by the amount of entries we received this year, and I can't wait to hear the winning pitches.
I agree, Jess. Despite not knowing how to give handshakes at networking events ever again, entrepreneurship is looking very bright.
Ooh, maybe we could all do the Vulcan salute. Live long and prosper?
That would definitely give a memorable first impression.
Well, I think it's a great idea. And speaking of great ideas, we have an eventful evening planned to celebrate all of yours.
But before we get started, we have to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, the real MVPs who made this all possible. Firstly, our founding partner, University of Auckland Business School, our gold sponsors, Momentum by Return on Science, powered by Uni Services, our silver sponsors, Hudson Gavin Martin and Yealand's Wine. Now, let's get this party started. Woohoo! How does he do that? All right, okay. Let's get down to business. We have a jam-packed evening lined up for you tonight. Firstly, we'll be hearing from our fabulous CEO, Gemma Bell.
Then be inspired by previous Innovation Challenge entrant and 100K Challenge finalist, Rachel Tan.
Then we'll be announcing this year's Innovation Challenge winners, so stay tuned because it could be you.
There'll be an opportunity to hear all the winning pitches and then ask all your burning questions in a Q&A session. And to finish the night off with a bang, we'll be doing, you guys are going to love this, a Kahoot quiz.
Yeah, I haven't done a Kahoot quiz in such a long time. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so there's going to be a couple of things happening that I want you guys to look out for. Firstly, participate in our polls. There's one happening right now. Let us know how you're feeling throughout the night. Then make sure you're following us on all our socials on Facebook, Insta, and TikTok at Velocity UOA. Post a picture or video of you watching the prize giving and tag us. Then finally, keep an eye out for our orange mascot. And at the end of the night, let us know how many you've spotted. This one doesn't count. But if you do all these things, you'll have a chance to win one of these awesome Velocity goodie bags. Trust me, you're going to want to get one of these. All right, so if this is your first Velocity event, or even if you've been to a few, you might be wondering what Velocity is. So I'll hand you over to Dweep to get you in the know on what we're all about.
Velocity is the University of Auckland's student-run innovation and entrepreneurship program aimed at helping to turn first-class ideas into world-class businesses. Established in 2003, Velocity ignited more than 120 ventures, created more than 700 jobs, and raised more than $258 million in capital. The Velocity program has incubated world-renowned ventures such as Power by Proxy and Kami. Velocity provides the tools and the guidance to develop your entrepreneurial skills and unite a community of entrepreneurial-minded people who are passionate about making a positive change. Despite these unprecedented times during COVID-19, our community has shown so much passion for entrepreneurship and innovation. Velocity is definitely continuing the hype for 2020, and we have so much more planned ahead, including our flagship 100K Challenge. There's something for everyone here, so check out our website for all events and opportunities coming up.
Thanks, Dweep. And speaking of what Velocity is all about, without this incredible human being, what we do simply would not be possible. Give it up for Velocity's CEO, Gemma Bell.
Woo!
Kia ora everyone, my name is Gemma and I have the incredible privilege of being this year's Velocity CEO. I want to firstly thank you all for joining us tonight to celebrate the winners of the 2020 Innovation Challenge. I'd also like to thank the amazing Velocity student team who have demonstrated the entrepreneurial spirit these past few months and have made sure that every aspect of the Velocity program, like this one, can continue on in an online format. I'm pleased to confirm that you're in for quite the virtual treat this evening. At Velocity, we're all about challenges. Staring them in the eye, understanding them, solving them, and obviously running them too. Every entrant who has submitted an idea has explored a chosen challenge, turned that into an opportunity, and most importantly, has decided to do something about it. The COVID-19 crisis has increased the already existing need for innovative and technological solutions, but has also really highlighted the need to support entrepreneurs and bring these solutions to where they can really help in the world. And that's why I am so passionate about both the Innovation Challenge and the Velocity program itself. The challenge brings together a whole variety of people and a whole variety of ideas, which explore the ways and possibilities of one day making life better, easier, or maybe even more exciting. And here at Velocity, we turn your one day into day one. After all, it is these explorations and this idea of playing with possibility that over the years has led to some incredible Velocity achievements, whether it be in space or our food chain, our healthcare system, technology, sustainability. And this is a testament not only to the support of the Velocity program, but also to the genuine desire of people to make a meaningful impact on the lives of others and contribute positively to society. I think we can all agree that this has become more important than ever before. So to all the entrants, I thank you for including Velocity on this journey of yours. The judges had an incredibly difficult job of narrowing down entries to a top 10 this year, and decisions weren't always unanimous. There were many hours of debating between the judges and the moderators. So regardless of whether you're a winner tonight, it's still only the beginning. Please continue on towards making your idea a reality. And I also encourage you all to consider entering Velocity's 100K challenge next semester. I really do look forward to following your journeys. Thank you all, and please enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Gemma. I'll definitely be getting involved in that 100K challenge. And the Innovation Challenge has been such a great way to unite our community during this time. I'm definitely going to be getting involved more in semester 2 though. How about you, Dweeb?
Yeah, definitely, Jess. It sounds like there are heaps of opportunities. And speaking of great opportunities, we will now hear from last year's Innovation Challenge entrant and 100K Challenge finalist, Rachel Tan.
Thank you for having me today. Participating in the Innovation Challenge has provided me with experiences and opportunities I never imagined having, especially as an international student. I submitted my very first idea as an entry to the Innovation Challenge 2 years ago in 2018, but I didn't make it. And last year, I decided to give it another go. I was on top of the world when my team was announced as one of the winners for the Innovation Challenge 2019. My passion for entrepreneurship and innovation started in my first year of university. As a confused first-year engineering student, I was unsure about my interests and what I wanted to be doing in the future. Little did I know, I had this little passion for entrepreneurship in myself. So I started exploring many different things and stumbled across the Unleashed space in the university one day. The Unleashed space is such an amazing space where you literally can create just anything and everything you want. It was through the Unleashed space where I was first introduced to the idea of entrepreneurship. I attended the Idea Bootcamp, which was a 2-week program with workshops and mentoring to develop entrepreneurial skills. I was able to develop a good understanding of what starting a business is all about, and I truly enjoyed the whole process of bringing an idea to fruition. Participating in the workshops organized by Velocity has taught me a lot about entrepreneurial mindset, from designing robust value proposition for new products to understanding the need in the target market. Being in a team of 7 people from various backgrounds, things haven't been smooth sailing all the way. We have had our differences, but we always made it work at the end of the day through good communication. Our win in the Innovation Challenge then has encouraged us to give 100K Challenge a shot, and surprisingly, we made it as one of the finalists again. My journey in taking part in the Innovation Challenge has taught me a lot, not just about startups, but also to grow as a person. I realized that opportunities don't come to you unless you create them. You never know how awesome your idea may have been unless you go out there and speak to people. Entering the Innovation Challenge is probably going to be one of my highlights in my university years because I've proven to myself that anything is possible if I put in the effort. This challenge is a wonderful opportunity to test out whether the idea you have always had is a good one or a bad one. So congratulations to all of you who have submitted your entries. I would also like to congratulate all the winners today. But don't despair if you don't make it this time. Keep trying and don't give up on the idea that or innovation that you have. Remember, successful entrepreneurs like Jack Ma and Elon Musk did not become successful overnight. So keep going and keep believing in yourself. Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel. If this sounds interesting to any of you, be sure to check out the 100K challenge. You don't have to enter this challenge to get involved. Or if you did enter this challenge, you can expand your idea to an even bigger scale. Now, next we will be Jess.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just watching TikTok.
Yes. Oh, we're in the middle of a prize giving.
I know, but it's just so much fun. And actually, I kind of feel like getting moving a little bit. I feel like we've been sitting down for a while. Why don't we make a TikTok right now?
All right. So I've never actually done a TikTok before. So how would we actually do that?
What? No way. Well, okay. Velocity recently joined TikTok and it's been so much fun. Why don't I show you guys a trend that's been going around that me and my friends have been trying. Come in, guys. So what I'm going to need you to do is find some glasses, join in if you're at home, and definitely record yourself doing this and tag us on TikTok at Velocity UOA. So
right, I'm ready.
Put on your glasses on top of your head. If you don't have any, don't stress, just do the moves. Now, I want you guys to follow me. We're going to pull our right arm. I'm going to mirror you this way, then our left arm. Then we're going to go across our face to the right. And then this is the tricky part. We're going to drop our glasses onto our head. So the key to this move, the key to this one is look down and then look up. See, that was a fail. You're going to fail, but give it a couple of tries. How you going, Dwayne?
Oh, that was pretty fun. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, then from there, you're just going to dance to the music, have a little groove. I like kind of do like a bit of a fist pump, bit of a groove. And then we're going to go down and you're going to try to get down as low as you can. And then you're going to come up and pose. And I like to do the velocity V. Okay. Let's get it, guys. You ready, Dweeb?
All right, I'm ready.
Glasses on our head. Okay. Getting ready? Yeah, good music. Get down low and pose. Woo! Nice job, guys. How'd you go, Dweeb?
That was pretty interesting. I missed one, but that was pretty fun.
Yeah. So, do you reckon you'll be on TikTok more now?
Yeah, I'll definitely film another with TikTok.
All right. Now, tell us in the poll, what's the strangest thing you've ever done during a Zoom call? Now, make sure also to follow us on all our socials at Velocity UOA, including TikTok, and keep an eye out for the orange man because he's hidden, and you'll be in to win an awesome goodie bag.
Awesome. Now, finally, let's get on to the announcement you've all been waiting for, our 2020 Innovation Challenge prize winners.
Over 40 experts have pored over your entries and after much deliberation have narrowed it down to a top 10. Who will be receiving a prize this evening? Now, for our first prizes, we've done something a little bit different this year. As you know, COVID-19 has had significant impacts on the lives of people all over the world. So we asked you to brainstorm some solutions to the social and economic impacts that COVID-19 has presented. We were massively encouraged by all our entries for this category, and we encourage you so much to keep working on your entries because they really do have the potential to change the world. And now, the first COVID-19 prize of this evening goes to...
Wait, Jess. I feel like we're missing something, don't you think?
Like what?
Something to create a little bit of suspense before we announce our winners.
Like a drum roll.
Yes, exactly. Something like this.
All right. I think me and my friends have got you covered. Play the drum roll. All right. And now for the first COVID-19 commercial prize. This year it is going to Roster Lab. Let's hear their pitch.
Creating rosters for shift workers in hospitals is hard. For a medium-sized nurse ward, creating a roster over a month, there are more combinations of assigning shifts to each employee than there are stars in the entire known galaxy. And when you have to consider contractual obligations, legal obligations, patient demands, staff satisfaction, staff skills, as well as coronavirus-esque bubbles, and many other factors, there could just be a single perfect roster. Fortunately, we have developed an artificial intelligence-based optimizing algorithm for finding that single perfect roster in a vast number of different rostering problems. In fact, global benchmarks show that our staff rostering algorithm is the best in the entire world. Our goal is to create rosters for hospitals all over Australasia, saving millions of dollars in salaries, as well as drastically improving patient outcomes. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Roster Lab. Rostering can be a nightmare for emergency institutions, so it's a great idea to use AI to solve the problem. And now, the COVID-19 social category prize winner is, drum roll please, Circle Out! Congratulations, team. Let's hear their pitch.
Anakoto Katua. My name is Noah Romero, and I'm here representing Circle Out. Circle Out is a digital learning platform that allows young people to learn from one another in a safe and supportive environment. We draw from indigenous knowledge systems and practices to unify community, technology, and education under the belief that life and learning are one and the same. Circle Out is a place where children can both share their learning and find educational content created by other young people. Children have played an integral role in the fight against COVID-19, as demonstrated by child-led mutual aid efforts and public safety campaigns. Education systems, however, are committed to adult-centered learning models and have struggled to adapt to the pandemic, which has led to widespread student disengagement. Studies show that children enjoy learning from one another, and that learning becomes more meaningful when young people can see themselves reflected in the learning content. The current educational landscape therefore suggests a need to reimagine education so that it is more inclusive, equitable, and child-centered.
Wow, what an amazing idea to unite Aotearoa's youth. And now, we will be moving on to the commercial and social prizes for this evening. In no particular order, our first prize is going to... Pure Fiber! Congratulations, team. Let's hear their pitch.
We all do laundry each week. The process is quick and easy. What we don't know is that each wash cycle ends with thousands of microfibers being washed into the ocean, entering our water supplies and moving up the food chain. Technically, we're eating our clothes for dinner.
In fact, we ingest almost 6,000 synthetic particles each week. That's the same as eating your credit card each week. That is a health risk due to the possibility of ingesting heavy metals and toxic chemicals. We are Pure Fiber, and we aim to reduce unconscious waste in everyday life to help people become more sustainable.
This recycled rubber ball will be thrown into the washing machine alongside your clothes. Water can enter and leave, but the filter is too fine for the microfibers, trapping them in the ball.
Purifiber is convenient and affordable, so it is a great option for curious to take a stand against microplastics. Purifiber is the Dyson for microfibers in your laundry. We hope that our solution will stop us all from eating our own clothes.
Wow, Purifiber. That's an awesome concept. I would definitely purchase your product to avoid eating a credit card's worth of plastic every week. And now, the next prize winner is... Fish Bar! Congratulations, team. Watch a short video about their idea.
We are fortunate enough to enjoy bountiful and world-acclaimed seashores with a delicate balance struck between maintaining sustainable fishing industries while allowing every Kiwi to enjoy their favourite kai moana. While there are clear guidelines to ensure a sustainable marine life, the tools policing quota management uses mostly inefficient manual measurement processes. We propose Fishbox as a modern solution, leveraging the latest AI and imagery technology as an efficient automated management of this precious resource. We have identified our primary customers as commercial fisheries and recreational fishermen, which contributed up to $10 billion to the New Zealand economy in 2019. With no current competition offering a similar system and considering a 10% market penetration, we estimate our initial revenue to be close to $9 million in New Zealand only. Remember, it is all about ensuring a bright, sustainable future of our seashores for ours and generations beyond.
Well, thanks for sharing your idea. What a great sustainable solution. Loving all your ideas tonight. Now, no particular order, we'll move on with our next prize. Drum roll, please. Congratulations, G-Vento! Let's hear your pitch.
Kia ora, I'm Tony Hickey. Now take a deep breath and clear the adrenaline from your system. But don't breathe too deep because just around the corner could be this beastie, COVID-19. And if you do get COVID-19, you might end up on a ventilator. Problem is, there's not many of these ventilators. And if you're on a ventilator too long, you might end up with lungs like this. But don't worry, the curve has been squashed. But perhaps it came back, which is all too easy. Put it into perspective, we could have had 3,000 deaths. And even further, we've got very few beds in ICU units and the specialised beds you require for ventilators. So we need to get inventing. And people have. They've come up with things like snorkels. They've split ventilators to get 2 to 4 people on them. And people have gotten to their garage and used bits and bobs and tacks and things to make ventilators. But these systems are quite dangerous because they lack the finesse for a single person. So our idea is to come up with a different way of delivering oxygen to people. This is a cheap deliverable system and it will likely save lives. Thank you very much for your time.
Great idea, G-Ventox. Ventilators are extremely important when facing situations like COVID-19. And having novel ventilators, which are more efficient, is the difference that can save lives. And now, the next prize goes to, cue the drum roll. And the winner is Nikau Robotics Limited. Well done, team. Let's hear their pitch.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Harrison Lawton. I am the CEO and founder of Nikau Robotics. First of all, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Velocity for the honor of being selected tonight. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to our team and our mentors who have worked so hard to get us to this point. The purpose of Nikau Robotics is to improve the way we manufacture with wood. We have spent over a year developing a novel CNC machine that is designed to aid in residential construction and carpentry. This market has seen very little improvements in productivity over the past 20 years, and we seek to change that. By automating woodworking, construction will see cost reductions and improvements in quality. This will benefit both the business and the client, and this will only scratch the surface of what Nico Robotics does in the coming years. Congratulations to our fellow winners, and thank you very much.
Congratulations, Nico Robotics. Awesome job. This provides a real disruption to the residential construction industry. The next prize winner, drum roll please, is Ethico.
Get to be one Swedish boy, you need a billion nations. Yeah, you did it, very nice.
Congratulations, team. Let's hear your short pitch.
Ethico matches what you believe in with the producers who need it most. During the recovery of the global tourism industry, our travel choices will define who gets to put food on the table. Cheaper, all-inclusive travel deals siphon money from developing countries. Ethico will facilitate extra income to local families through the redirection of ethical travellers. Ethico has a three-step process. First, we source eco-friendly accommodation providers who meet the Ethico certification. They must be community-owned and operated and use sustainable practices. Second, we fund community-led projects to improve infrastructure. No one likes a leaky tap. And thirdly, we redirect ethical travellers to these producers through our user-friendly and educational website. Ethical tourism isn't new. It's merely the overseas expansion of your usual ethical choices. Ethico, the right way to go.
Wow, congratulations, Ethico. I can't believe all the amazing sustainable ideas we're seeing tonight. What an amazing future we have ahead of us. Now, drumroll please for our next prize winner. Congratulations, Zero C! Let's hear their pitch.
Consumers want to make better choices to reduce their carbon footprint while shopping. Zero C is an online service that turns food producers' carbon equivalent emissions into an easy-to-understand 5-star rating system. Our rating empowers consumers to reduce their carbon footprint and incentivizes producers to employ more environmentally friendly processes. The rating works like this. We calculate the carbon cost of an item and then provide a star, 1 for the least eco-friendly product and 5 for the most.
With our carbon star rating visible in our clients' packaging, consumers will be able to grasp quickly what products are environmentally friendly. Zero C hopes to shape the food production industry to become more environmentally sustainable and enable consumers to take hold of and reduce their carbon footprint. Our business model shows that we could be self-sustainable as a business, ready to thrive by our second year on the market. Be a part of Zero C as we embark on a journey toward a greener tomorrow.
Congratulations, Zero C. That's a stellar idea. I would definitely buy consumer goods which are more carbon friendly. Looking forward to the future of your idea. Now, everyone, let's take a short pause from the prize giving to acknowledge a few honorable mentions. If you see yourself on the screen, you receive very high praises from the judges. They will all stand out entries, and we encourage you to keep developing your ideas. Entrepreneurship is about persistence, so keep pivoting your idea. Keep doing market validation. Keep ideating and prototyping. The concept you started with then can blossom into a wonderful business. So don't give up. Regardless of being a winner or not, we would love to see you enter the 100K challenge.
Absolutely, and congratulations to all our honourable mentions. We're so proud of you. Now, back on track with our social and commercial prizes. Our next prize is going to, cue the drum roll, Beacon! Congratulations, Beacon. Let's hear all about their idea.
We're on level 2 right now, and this lockdown has been one of the hardest things I've ever done. I like going outside and having a great time, and I'm sure you do too. But all I've done is stayed in this room and procrastinated. So staying at home all day might have caused you to feel bored, lonely maybe, and for some of us, even slightly depressed. So where do we go during these times? Zoom call our friends, talk to our parents? But what if it's more complicated than that? What if I find it hard to share the troubles because of the judgment I might face? 79,000 young people like you and me are experiencing some kind of psychological stress in NZ every year. And that's why we created Beacon, a social enterprise looking to develop an accessible mobile platform for early intervention of young adults through matchmaking, resources, and analytics. That's us, but it doesn't just have to be us. If you know someone who might be having a bad time, maybe you sliding into the DMs could be the best thing that happened to them today. So go get them, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for that, Beacon. Yes, it's so important to look after those that we care about and always reach out to check up on each other. And actually, Dweeb, that guy looks really familiar.
Wow, thanks so much. I did not expect that. This is so awkward. All right.
Congratulations.
All right, back to it. Our final prize of the 2020 Velocity Innovation Challenge prize giving is, you know the drill by now, cue the final drum roll. Pet Pocket! Woo-hoo! Congratulations, team. Let's play that quick 1-minute pitch.
Hi everyone! Pocket is here. Pocket is a cloud-based software available on all devices. It's the first software in New Zealand which integrated all information about a pet into one place. We love animals and aim to make pet owners' life and our potential clients a lot easier. With a Pet Pocket, pet owners will have control over their pet records within the reach of their fingertips, while clinics will have less paperwork. And insurance claims, health history, vaccination records, registration of ownership, everything what you need in your pocket. With a Pet Pocket, every single pet in New Zealand will have their own personal profile.
Wow, an idea that involves super cute pets? Count me in. Congratulations to all our winners tonight. You can tell how much effort went into all your ideas, and I can't wait to see what you do with them in the future. Now we'll be opening up our Q&A session. But before that, congratulations!
Wow!
Again, a huge congratulations to all our winners. And now we're going to have the chance to ask them some questions. So make sure to type your questions down in the Q&A tab below and make sure you include which team the question is for. And we'll be asking some of the most popular questions. All right, I'll give you guys a moment to ask any questions you may have. But I actually have a question. Pet Pocket, I was wondering what steps you took to market validate your idea.
Oh, is Pet Pocket here?
We'll be getting them to turn on. Just a
Hi guys, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. We
Would you like
spoke
to
with,
repeat it?
with vets directly, and we already know that they have problem with documentation, and they should repeat it information to clients again and again. We also did survey and ask pet owners what kind of app they want to see, and do they want to actually see something like this. So the COVID took a step forward, and we can't continue our work, but we hope we can start again as soon as possible.
Cool.
Awesome. I got another question. So I got a question from the poll right now, and I'll ask Roster Lab, what does entrepreneurship mean for you?
Hello. Keep going.
A robot voice going on.
Yeah. Getting some static.
Sorry about that. My family are watching from the speakers. Entrepreneurship is, well, because my research comes from my PhD, and I've been working on this software for a really long time now. So I think entrepreneurship is a brilliant opportunity for me to actually use what I've been spending a lot of my time developing. So it's very exciting.
Awesome. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Isaac.
Someone's asked what events are coming up for Velocity. Be sure to check our website and keep up to date with our social media to find out what's happening in semester 2. Okay, this question's for Pet Pocket. What was the inspiration for your idea? Give it a second. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them down below. And make sure you're asking them in the Q&A tab, not the chat.
Yeah, make sure you ask them in the Q&A chat or we'll miss them.
Okay. Maybe while we're waiting for Pet Pocket, I have a question for Nico Robotics. How soon do you expect full development?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Great. So our full development, we're currently partnering with some contracted developers for our electrical and our software. And that's accelerated our process a lot. So with any luck, by early next year, we're hoping for April.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Harrison. All right, I got a question. For Circle Out, what are your next steps? We'll just wait for them to get on.
Hello? Oh, all right. Hey, everybody. First of all, thank you so much for the award. I had to run out of here, jumping up and down, celebrating, and put a nice shirt on, a jacket on for the Q&A, because I wasn't anticipating that. The next steps as we build this thing, while we seek out further opportunities for mentorship and development, but we have a pretty solid way forward already. So the plan is to just go forward with what we've gotten down so far. We'll develop the prototype and start taking earnest but bold steps forward in making this a reality. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, my next question is actually for Beacon. How did you build your team?
How did I build my team? Well, I actually joined another program that Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship has, which is called Summer Lab. It happens in the summer. And there we just pitched some ideas and we formed our team. And I didn't know much about them when I started, But when we kept going, we built this amazing friendship, and now we're kind of co-founders with an amazing idea. Thank you. I got a question for Zero C. Who do you think your product is targeted at? Do you believe it is just for people who believe in ethical choices, or is it for all shoppers? We'll just wait for them to jump on.
We're here. Hi. So our product is actually targeted at producers. So we believe that Zero C provides a competitive advantage for producers to have. So they'll actually want to have our label, have our on their products. But I think we did a bit of research into it, and it shows that a lot of people want to make these, well, would actually spend a little bit more to buy something that is more environmentally friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, the next question is for Afigo. What would you say to someone that has an idea but doesn't know what to do with it?
So for us, I think the Ethico team also would definitely say to just take that leap of putting yourself out there and getting yourself known. I think even for us, this whole competition was something so new to us and came up actually just like by coincidence. And here we are. So yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's awesome advice. Now the next question is for Fishbox. Love the idea. How soon do you think this will be on the market?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Oh, thanks. So thanks for the vote of confidence so far. We actually have made some trials with our friend and partner, Dave Goat in Taronga. So he's been a bit interacting with the fisheries, and we do have a prototype, and we trial with different fish species so we've done small scale trials. So the first part is basically the big box that would go in the fisheries and fish processing. I think some fisheries are keen to have that on for the next season. So I would say early 2021. Our second step was basically commercial recreational fishing. So all the fishermen going at sea with their boats for their own snappers catch. So that would just rely on mobile application and a bit of AI. We'll use the data we get on our first product to make that better, I would say by the end of or mid 2021. So the mobile application, not necessarily for next summer, but definitely for the next season.
All right, thanks so much. Okay, I have two questions actually for Nikau Robotics. Firstly, this person asks, I'd love to know more about your idea and how your product works. Could you tell me a bit more about how it works? And then also, what do you think the global scalability of your idea is? And are there any obvious international markets you'd like to expand to?
Great, well, thank you very much for the question. So our technology is built on CNC. So currently one of the major limitations of CNC milling is that you can only mill as much material as your machine is big. So the bigger your machine, the more material you can mill. What we've done is enable automatic feeding that processes a large stack of wood that can be up to 7 meters long and 20 centimeters wide. And by passing that through the machine, rather than having the machine surround the entire bit of wood, you can reduce the size drastically. And that allows you to cost reduce as well. Now, the international scalability is huge. Every country in the world uses wood to build, and every country has seen the same job, skill shortages and productivity stagnation over the past 20 years. So there's huge scalability, and yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome. I have a question for G-Ventox. How do you go forward with an idea that is very far from going out into the market? And what are your focuses going to be over the next few months?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. So how do we go into the market? Well, we're going to commence with prototyping what we've got to start with, and we can do this quite readily. And what was the next question? How do we go to market?
Yes. What are your next steps for the next few months?
Oh, next steps, next few months. Well,
maybe even a year, yeah.
Probably getting back into the lab.
Yeah.
and testing out our devices. So we've got quite a few ideas we need to test out, and yeah, so we think we'll be fine. But getting to market, I don't think that'll be too hard. I think that's more of a job for uni services.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Okay.
I think maybe we'll do 2 more questions.
Yeah, just a little plug before you guys start. Momentum at the university is a great place for not just the winners, but everyone that submitted an idea to go show their projects and do a small pitch. They provide really valuable feedback, and it's an amazing place to get in touch with at momentum.ac.nz. Awesome. For the next idea, we got Ethereum. How will it change your business plan?
I think you might have cut out there, Dwight. Do you want to repeat that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Ethigo, how will COVID change your business plan?
Right, so that's something we have definitely had to think about. We decided as a team that obviously our idea is not going to be able to be put in place straight away, and we'll have to wait until this wave of COVID kind of fizzles and goes down. But as soon as that's over and everyone goes back to traveling normally, we'll definitely be excited to be able to actually put our idea into practice. So yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
The last question for tonight is going to be for Purifiber. And this person would like to know, they also said that they love your idea and they'd love to know more about where your idea comes from, and that it sounded very novel and unique and easily accessed by anyone. And they'd like to know what your price point would be. Are you there, Purifiber? All right, we might have to ask a different question. Unless, are you there, Purifiber?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
I can hear.
Yep, we can hear you fine.
Okay, great. Sorry, could you just repeat the question? I've forgotten.
Yeah, no problem. So this person would like to know about a bit more about where your idea comes from, and they'd like to know what your price point might be.
The idea actually, like Beacon and a few of the other POC and all of it came up in Summer Lab, so it's really wholesome to see you guys again. We actually started off with a different idea and we hit a wall, and then someone in our team came up with this, pitched the idea that there's a microplastic problem. And we kind of looked into it and we realized this is something we could solve, because there are currently solutions out there, but they are pricey. So it's $50 and counting. And so for us, in terms of a price point, we're trying to stay a bit somewhere between $20 to $30 so that it is affordable for everyone, not something just like a very certain privileged class can do.
Yeah, and this person said that it sounds like your idea and your product is accessible by anyone, so that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Good to see you guys again.
All right, the Q&A session for tonight. A massive thank you to all our entrants and our amazing judges and moderators. If you wanted to ask any of the entrants a question, definitely reach out to them because they have some amazing ideas. And make sure to let us know in the chat how many orange men you've seen throughout the night, because you might be in to win in a Velocity prize pack.
We'll be in contact with everyone who won an Innovation Challenge prize and a Smart prize to discuss the best way to get it to you. Thank you, everyone. This concludes the official prize giving section. But wait, before you guys leave, now the moment you really all be waiting for, actually what I've been waiting for as well, the Kahoot quiz. Now I'll pass it on to Josh and Amreen for the Kahoot quiz. The game pin will be on the screen shortly. Enjoy, everyone.
Thanks, Dewey. Kia ora, everyone. I'm Amreen.
And I'm Josh.
Welcome to those of you here to take the quiz. We have some prizes on offer for the top 3 placings.
Please go to the kahoot.it website. The link will be in the chat box. And then enter the game ID and your nickname. Once we have started, the answer should appear on your device, whether that be a phone or a browser tab. We'll be getting started really shortly.
Hi guys.
Apologies for that.
There you go.
Awesome.
Perfect. A lot of different colorful names up there. Quite like the ghost name.
This is going to be interesting.
So we'll give another minute for you guys to log on in. And then we'll get this thing started. Let's get a little bit of music going. Your classic Kahoot music. I'm sure that everyone's been missing. Also 20 seconds. Ten more seconds. So let's go 5, 4, 3. Is anyone going to jump in? 2. Almost there. And 1. Here we go. Let's get it going. Go.
On the green screen, it gives you the question.
Oh yeah.
And then it shows you the answers, and you just get the point.
I like doing it, Kahoot.
Okay, so our first round is about entrepreneurship.
Our very first question. What is the name of SpaceX's spacecraft that failed to launch today? Awesome, so it's Crew Dragon. So it got delayed due to weather conditions.
It looks like we've got Ghost starting off strong.
I knew it.
When is Jeff Bezos set to be the world's first trillionaire?
Awesome. So for those who don't know him, he's the CEO of Amazon, and his net worth grew an average of 34% over the last 5 years. And our next question, what is Zuru? Yes, so it's quite a successful New Zealand toy company. The owners actually own the Kim.com mansion.
Oh, we've got new people in the lead now.
Where's Ghost gone?
Okay, next question. Who is not an NZ entrepreneur?
Awesome. So Kerry Packer was actually a rich Australian media tycoon.
New people again. It's a very varied game.
Cool. Our next question is Sir Stephen Tyndall founded which organisation? Oh, it is the Big Red Shed, the warehouse. So it was actually formed in 1982 on Auckland's North Shore.
A study found that advancing women's equality could have the same economic impact as the size of which economies? The US and UK, China and the US, US and NZ, or Indonesia and Poland?
Yes, it's the two big ones. This was from a recent McKinsey study.
I think Pure Fiber might go home with two prizes tonight.
Awesome. The last question for this round. The word entrepreneur originates from the French word entrepreneur and means what? Please pardon my French. Yes, it's to undertake. So unfortunately, it's nothing to do with entrees.
Oh.
And our second round is velocity.
How old is velocity?
Yes, Velocity was formed in 2003. Our next question, who is the 2020 CEO of Velocity?
Everyone's got to get this right, right?
A good result, but those 8 people.
Come see me in Unleash Space next semester.
Oops, sorry about that.
What was Velocity formerly known as?
Very, very good. It was Spark, yeah. And our next question, true or false? The Times Higher Education Impact Rankings ranked the University of Auckland first. Very, very quick responses, might I add.
Wow.
It is true. This was actually done last year.
Definitely a proud moment for all of us.
Sorry about that.
Okay, which has not been started from a Velocity alumni?
Yes, Enron was an absolute giant, and it was actually the subject of a massive scandal in 2001. Rhino Snake coming up.
Yeah. We've had Nicole in the lead for like 2 questions now. Well done.
And how many prizes from the Innovation Challenge were COVID-19 related? Eight seconds to go. And believe it or not, that was 2 more than last year's challenge.
I wonder why.
Don't we all?
Okay, still got Nicole in the lead. Which degree is a prerequisite for Velocity membership?
Seconds. That's right, there's no prerequisites to join Velocity, and it's free. Oops. And our third and final round is general knowledge.
What is the largest lake in New Zealand?
Three more seconds. Yes, you will find this lake right in the middle of the North Island.
Go guys, a few more questions to get up in the first three.
In 1864, what was New Zealand's most populous city? And here's a clue, it's not where that image is taken. Ooh, interesting results. Yeah, so there was a massive gold rush in Central Otago that contributed to this at the time.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Okay, next question. Which of these cities are at a higher latitude?
Another tricky one, you would sort of think that Dallas is warmer than Shanghai, but that's what it is. Nicole doing it well.
Yeah.
Cast No Shadow is a song by who? Yes, it's Oasis. Fun fact, Liam Gallagher from Oasis was actually in Auckland December of last year. Had the pleasure of going to his concert.
Okay, a few more questions. Is anyone gonna beat Nicole?
Rhino Snake coming up.
Who is the top streamed artist on Spotify for 2019?
Rick Astley. Yes, another challenging one. So Post Malone, Ariana Grande, and Billie Eilish were in the top 3 for 2019. We've got some changes.
We see you, Rhino Snake.
Second to last question, what is the national animal of Scotland? seconds. Ooh, one of those hard to believe facts, but looks like the majority of you did well. Momentum coming up.
Top 3 going strong. Okay, and finally, what percentage of the Earth's oxygen is produced in the Amazon? By the Amazon.
5 more seconds. Yes, there's a lot of literature on this one. You might see a lot of them actually say 20%, but it's actually lower than that.
Hey, congratulations, 3rd place goes to Kiana. Runner-up, Rhino Snake. And our winner is Nicole. Well done, guys.
Absolutely fantastic. So, to claim your prizes, the top 3 there, please screenshot your screen showing that you came 1st, 2nd or 3rd and send it to events@velocity.auckland.ac.nz. Email should be in the chat box.
And thank you to all of you who participated. Hope you learned an interesting thing or two about entrepreneurship and velocity. And we hope to see you participating in the 100K challenge.
Just before we end, there's still another prize up for grabs. Take a picture or a screenshot of yourself watching the ICPG and tag Velocity on social media. The most creative post wins.
Stay safe and have a great night.
See ya. Bye.